Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Xiomara. This is my sister. How are you doing today, people? I hope your day is going beautifully. If not, I'm sending over good vibrations so your day is beautiful. So today we just came back from doing some errands, and
we did some serious damage to our bank account.
No, but for real, like
detox greens,
personally,
superfood greens, something like that.
I'm healthy. Like, I'm not really that bad. Like, yes, I like my snacks, but I'm not that bad. Like, I like the healthy stuff too. You won't catch me eating this for fun. Personally, for her, she likes it for fun. Like, she's just that type of nature person. For me, I can live without it. I'm not like it's not terrible where I was like, I won't try it. Like, she'll give me some. I'm like, okay, fine. But I'm not gonna make it. The only
nature I'm that type of person. I like a lot of nature stuff, herbs and stuff like that. The only thing I do not eat is mushrooms. I cannot handle mushrooms. I don't know why.
Me neither.
I just can't.
I don't like broccoli either.
Yeah.
We're not twins or anything, but we wear most of the same things. We like most of the same things. We're both Harry Potter lovers, Disney lovers.
My mom once used to dress us up as twins, and I hated it.
Yeah, I'll put some pictures up right now.
I hated it because like I will say we're not twins, and now that we're older, I'm 22, she's 19,
and now we purposely do it.
We purposely do it. Like, we got the same rings just a few days ago.
Sometimes we're
at a store. And then now we like the same necklaces, so we bought the same necklace.
Sometimes we're at the store and she likes her shirt, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. And I try to find the same shirt, my size, so we can both wear the same shirt.
Yeah. So.
Like, for fun. When we were little, we hated it, and now we just do it on purpose. But it's fine.
Yeah.
We just got closer. My grandma's backyard is so pretty, so beautiful. Like, I always want to invite people here during the summer, but that's it. During the summer. Right now, we want to get wet, but the thing is that at night, it's kind of cool, so the water gets cold. And she doesn't have a heater, so we haven't touched that pool in so long. Actually, no. My sister got on it. You can go to her YouTube video.
Yeah, February.
She got in it in February. It was still cold. It was still cold. This girl, that water was icy cold. Yeah. She was like, you want to get in? I was like, yeah.
I did?
I think you did. If she didn't, then
I'm not
I think she has a video of going in. I'll put it right here, too. Guys, it's so funny.
Did I post it? I don't think I posted it.
I don't know, but they're going to see it.
Well, let's see.
But yeah, she's crazy. Personally, you know, like when you get in cold water, you just, after like 20 minutes, you get used to it and then it doesn't bother you. That's me. But if the water's like really cold, you won't see me get in it.
No, but this water was like Titanic cold. It was icy cold. No matter how much I would go in, I think it will get even colder every time I got in.
That's why I'm saying I wouldn't get in it.
It was like so cold. Literally.
She's crazy. That's what I mean.
But I think it was refreshing.
We're similar, but we're different.
It was very refreshing. I mean, we have swim. No, I'm not. We swimmed in river before, and that's really cold.
Yeah, but it was summer.
Still is cold. That's
But it was summer. She's okay. Okay, you guys know the term retarded? You guys know how that's like a bad term because, you know, someone could be like medically retarded or something. I'm just saying, it's the truth. So anyways, to not be rude, I call her, I changed the word. I call her catarded. In this moment, she's being catarded. Okay, so she's saying she compared the pool in February to the same thing as a river in summer, June, July. We went to Puerto Rico, we got in a river in June, July. It's not even freaking cold. Like, yeah, the water was cold, I remember. But it was hot. The day was hot. The top of the water was not that cold. This pool in February was like at least negative 30 something. Or negative, girl, it was cold.
Yeah. Negative 3.
Girl, it was, I kept looking. I was
and
inside
that day
the house.
I was working out, so
no. It doesn't matter.
Hot.
I kept looking out. I was doing my homework. I kept looking out, looking into the pool to see if I was gonna find her like floating,
frozen.
No, because like
frozen, like,
you know how like athletes take cold bath, like ice cold showers.
Yeah.
Or a bath. Sure, that's medically like okay for them, but like it's probably for a specific time. She was in there for a while. Like, that's not good for you.
I was in there for a while.
I mean, it's good for you, for your muscles, but like only for a while.
I was in there for a while.
Girl,
I think I was there for like
20
20 minutes.
Exactly. 2 minutes is enough. She was in there for 20 minutes doing like laps and shit. She was like swimming.
I was doing exercise at the pool too. I was swimming.
I said I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say shit. Shoot.
I said shit before in my videos.
Yeah, but like family friendly. Okay,
like
guys.
little kids these days, you be on the bus. I was like in senior year. Was
You were in the bus?
Junior year? Yes, I was in the bus. Junior year, I was going to this school, right, where I needed to share like school bus with an elementary school, and this kid was like saying so many words. Like, it was like, yes, I'm out of the house. I could say this and this and this and this. But this kid was like, beep, 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 like saying so many
little kids,
bad words. It was like,
people think little kids are innocent, but like
what?
honestly, when they're not in front of their parents and they're like in public school or whatever,
yeah.
like,
if you think your kid is innocent, he's not, or she's not.
I mean, they're innocent to a certain degree, but like when they get together with their friends in a school bus or like not in front of a teacher or like an
you
adult,
cannot say that your kids do not say bad words because you really don't know.
If they have the access to like online, they can watch anything like on TikTok or Instagram.
That's another thing.
People be cursing on TikTok or Instagram, like.
That's another thing. I was also in the bus and we were waiting for transfer because I took 2 buses to go home and to go to school. I was waiting transfer and I wasn't even in transfer yet. We were going to the transfer area where there's the other buses to, you know, do the transfer thingy. And anyways, but the bus has stopped because this kid started yelling, Miss something. I don't even remember the driver's name, but Miss something. He's watching something inappropriate. But he said it out loud. And everyone was like, looking at the kid. And the driver's like, what are you watching? What are you watching? He's like, nothing. The kid wasn't watching it by himself. He was watching it with 2 other kids. So the bus driver has a helper, like an assistant. And the assistant walks over to the kid, takes the phone away because obviously he's a minor and they have the right to ask for a phone when they're asked. So the kid gave it to the assistant, and the assistant opened up and she says, the kid is watching porn. And they had called 911. Like, I remember we were standing in the middle of the road buying Wendy's. Ooh. I could remember it.
This phone was the kid's phone, right?
Yeah. And I was telling another person, no, I was telling the bus assistant, the person that they have to take care of the kids that are behind while the driver is driving. I was telling her, your kid can have a phone, but it could be limited. The Wi-Fi can be limited. You can parent it, you know, like you can put a password or code or something. How old was the kid? He was in elementary.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's how I see it. Like, I've seen these debates like all over like social media. Like, there's some kids or some people who think that their kids should have a phone. There's others like, oh no, my kid's not gonna have a phone because I didn't have a phone until I was in high school. I think that's a little extreme. Personally, because I didn't have a phone, like a real phone, until I was like in 8th grade, almost high school. And I didn't like that. But here's the thing. When you're a kid, like elementary school kid, I think you can have a phone for emergencies, but make it a minute phone. You like only for a cell phone, like to call, like maybe your parents or like a sibling who's older. That's what we had growing up. I think that's the more appropriate, better way for a child. Now, when you get a little bit older, middle school, high school, maybe middle school still have a minute phone, but just like one who has access to the internet. Obviously, you still have to use minutes, so you know, be wise. But you know, an actual phone that lets you go on social media or these websites, at least wait until high school to give your kid that. Like, you know, or 8th grade when they're like, what, 14 years old? You know.
Nowadays, these kids be like having like iPhones better than I have.
Like, they be having iPhones at the age of like 12. And
I'm like, what?
and I don't mean like cheap iPhones. I'm talking about like iPhone X or whatever.
Yeah, the 13, the plus
No,
something.
I mean, and if your parent can afford it, fine, but at least have a type of security on it so they can watch only specific things or can't go past, a limit.
Certain areas, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's just a parent. Like,
Yeah.
you guys have to be better watch of your kids. I mean, I know they're at school, you can't really control them in that way, but limit their phone at least. That's what I think. I mean, I'm not a parent, neither is she, but common sense.
Common sense, hello.
That's just, yeah.
So that happens when I was in school.
I never had nothing like that happen in my bus. Not even like a fight or nothing. My bus was the lame bus.
Plenty fights in my bus, a lot. Growing up.
She went to a ghetto school. I know.
I was one of them that I actually fought in the bus. Once, yeah.
Telling you, ghetto. I'm blessed to I went to like a prep academy type school with only girls, which by the way is not as strict as you think. It's just, girls. No fights. I had loud people on the bus. Sometimes I was one of them with my friends, but never a fight, never something crazy like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I fought people in the bus.
I thought you said you F people on the bus.
No, fought. Like fight. I fought someone. No, we used to do crazy stuff in the bus. Our bus driver was always stopping. That was the bus.
I think that's one of the main things that I miss from school. Like, I'm in college right now.
And everyone is trying to get home, and the bus driver's like stopping every second.
And if the bus driver's fun, they'll like put music and stuff. Some bus drivers were lame.
Fun part.
Some of them were lame. They didn't put nothing. But yeah, I miss that. I miss like
the bus driver's like,
I feel
while
like
driving.
I feel like that's. I feel like growing up, we all like hated taking the bus. Like, oh mom, can you please take us to school?
Yeah.
But like now, as an adult, like I kind of miss the bus because it was free transportation. Like if you want transportation now, you're gonna have to pay for it. And if you don't have a car, it's
when
like
I was
things
junior,
are tough.
I was in junior year. Actually, no, that was junior. I took there was like half part.
Public transportation.
I took school bus, and then I changed school and I needed to take city bus, and I had to pay for it.
This girl was like 16, 17,
Yeah.
like walking in the streets, seeing like
I had a stalker.
she saw like creepy shit.
I had stalkers
I couldn't do
follow
that.
me from school. I sometimes needed to miss school because they will actually watch me to see where I would get off to follow me. I had a
Like
creep.
creeps.
I had a creep who like got down from the bus with me right in front of like mom's job, and he was asking me sexual stuff, like sexual questions. And I called my mom. At first I was pretending like I was on the phone with someone. Meanwhile, he was, even if I wasn't on the phone, but I was on the phone, he will ask me like sexual stuff. And then when the light turned for me to cross the street, I actually called my mom because I noticed that he wasn't behind anymore. And so when I called my mom, she had, where she worked at, she had police officers come in all the time. So she had made a friend, and the police officer was her friend, one of her friends. And so he went around checking who it was, but he never found him. So
Y'all, this is why I say, like, women don't have it easy.
yeah.
Like girls, young girls.
And
Even,
that was me in junior year. Yeah.
Like that just can't be. It can't be right. We have to. There has to be some sort of change. Like with the law, because I feel like women have been having this trouble for a long time. And yeah, it's gotten better because like feminism and all that. But to this day, like I saw this crazy story on TikTok where this girl went to Miami for spring break, and they went into Starbucks and they saw this man jerking off in the store to them.
Yeah.
Because
He
they
was
were just
behind her.
young girls, wearing shorts and like a
Bathing
bikini
suits,
top,
something
because
like
they were
that,
right
yeah.
next to the beach. They went to Starbucks for some coffee, and like the store people didn't do anything. I understand that's not really your responsibility, but hello,
Well, if
it's
you
happening
see something like that, like
in
hello,
the store. And like they got out of the store when they finished paying and everything,
Yeah.
and he kept following them until eventually they ran past like the cops, and
they were on the phone
the
with the
cops. Yeah, they
And
were on
then
the phone with the cops.
One of the cops passed them, and they were waving
And
at
they
her,
realized
at
what
them.
was happening, and they tased him. They got him to the ground, but like he must have been on some sort of medication or like on coke
Drugs
or something
like that.
But that's scary.
Yeah, because the guy started chasing them. At what point? Like
Yeah,
they
to
were
keep up
running,
with
and
them.
he was running.
He was running to keep up with
Yeah.
them. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. And people see this in the street, and they don't even say anything or do anything to help, which is the sad part.
No, like they saw the girls running, and no one ever like they obviously see them running, and some guy running after them. Like
Exactly. If you see a guy following them, running, like
Hello.
chasing after them, help maybe. Like hello.
2022, things like this are still happening.
Yeah. And it's really sad because people ask why girls always with weapons. Why girls think that all mankind are disgusting or perverted or rapers.
I wonder
whatever.
why.
I wonder why.
Okay, you guys, so the video cut, and oh my god, we traded spots.
Oh yeah, we did.
Also, I put my necklace on. So now we're really twins.
Copycatter.
But what were we talking about?
Anyways, I was just saying that how women in society right now men are so upset, not upset, but get offended most of the time because women are like, oh, women's right. Oh, women have the right to have weapons, or, we have gotten closer and we're trying to watch each other's back because, and I'm not saying that women is the only one like who goes through that, because there's also mankind who gets abused by women, gets raped by women, gets sexually how you call that, abused by
Sexually
women, assaulted, there you go, by women. So I'm not saying that it's only women, but when you see in society, when you see newses, when you read cases, it's mostly women who go through this stuff. So we are afraid and we are paranoid.
That's just
why we're
something
like
that you can't change. I think when it comes to girls, young girls, women, older women, like you've probably heard this so many times and seen it in movies, but when you go to like the bathroom, girls go in groups. Like,
and
even
it's
with my
definitely
sister,
true. We do go.
Like when my sister wants to go to the bathroom, she's like, "So you wanna come with me?" I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Just come." I'm like, "Okay, fine." Like, I don't.
Yeah.
You just do it. I do it with her too. She gets annoyed, but at the end of the day, we go together because just.
Yeah.
You never know what happens.
I mean, there's cases of men going into women's bathroom, and to be honest, man cannot be offended because some people, I'm not saying all mankind are the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Because not all mankind are the same. Not men, all men are the same. But men has created that.
And I think for some people, like some girls, it affects more than others. Like maybe they're too scared to get into a relationship or become friends with a man because of just that scare to get near them. I think for us it's different. We're not too scared. I feel like we're definitely alert of our surroundings, of the vibe of the person. Like if we get red flags, we immediately like don't mess with that.
Yeah.
But we can't ever push away boys or men because hello, like we love you guys and we're never gonna judge people without knowing them. You know what I'm saying? So just don't take it to like the wrong account. Don't think that we are judging men or like we do not love them, because we do.
I have best friends who are men. Yes, I had, because we're ex-best friends now, which is very sad, but we had a really good communication.
Friendships break apart.
Yeah.
time.
That's the hard part. But that's for another talk. And even so, I'm not gonna go into detail because it's personal life. But we could talk about friendship and how it breaks. But either way, not talking about that now. What I mean is that he was a guy, and we were really, really, really close to the point where we would go out, eat some lunch, go to a theme park. When we had her birthday, we invited him to spend it with us at Universal. We had gone to Universal and he went with us. His sister went with us. So, and a lot of people, obviously some friends and family members were like, oh, you guys are going to end up together. And I was like,
Friends
you guys
can be
don't
friends.
Understand. Like, we don't have nothing.
Romantic.
We don't have nothing romantic. We're just friends. And so saying that we were going out alone to eat lunch and stuff like that, they will think that it was something else. But truly, there was nothing there, I think. So,
no, I mean, like, friends could be friends, like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to become this big old thing. Like, as long as there's respect between both parties, like, that's all that matters. Like, love, respect, trust. If you trust one another, also when you go into a relationship, trust one another. That's, like, the most important thing. You know what's crazy to me? That we're over here, like, preaching and all this, and we're both single. I've never personally really been in a relationship.
We decide to be single.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing.
But because we're not looking for relationships.
There's been occasions where there's chances for us to get boyfriends, but we decide not to.
Yeah.
Because probably it's not our time. I feel like it's not my time. Though sometimes I'd be like, oh, I want a boyfriend.
Yeah, we get it, yeah.
But I know when I'm gonna want a boyfriend, and a lot of people say, oh, boyfriend is boyfriend, you can have multiples. But for me, I'm a very serious person when it comes into commitment or relationship. And when I want to commit to a relationship, I want it to stay a serious relationship. Not a marriage relationship, but I want it to be committed to that person. And I wanted it to be professional. Not break up,
toxic.
I don't play with that. I don't play with that. That type of relationship I don't want. We're going to be together. And that's it. So, I know I'm not going to have this now because I'm immature still, even though I'm 22. But...
No, I mean, like, everybody's growing,
Yeah.
You don't have to get in a relationship just because, you're out of high school and you feel like your life is going by and you need to get in a relationship so you can... have that family.
Also, I feel like I'm learning about myself every year that passed, or every month that passed. I learn something different about myself, and I work on myself to be able to work with someone else.
Yeah, so that you can be like in that relationship. You need to, work on yourself and make sure that you're okay.
You should feel comfortable and confident before. Well,
yeah, because
at least me, that's how I think it should be.
I think so too. Like, if you get in a relationship with someone and you start these journeys with them, and then you get confused about something that has to do with you, I feel like that's something you have to work with yourself, not necessarily with your partner. Because even though they're your partner or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, it's about you and what you want to be like, what you love about yourself. That person, yes, could have their say, oh honey, I don't really like that on you, or I don't like the way you're acting right now. But what if the way you're acting is the way that you like to be and they don't like it? Well, I'm sorry, but this is the way I am, so learn to love it, because I have to learn to love it, because I do love it. Never change. Learn to love yourself before you can love someone else. I feel like that's the biggest key. If you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else?
That's what I was going to say. I think that you have to be comfortable with yourself before you're comfortable with having someone else. Because someone, my great-grandma once said, and I remember it, that how can you love your friends if you don't love yourself? Because I guess I had lost someone, another friend of mine, and that's another story again. But also I was in a relationship and she knew about it. And I was like, well, first of all, I was 18. It's like, first of all, you're too young. You have a life ahead, and you have to work on yourself. You have to love yourself, because how can you love someone else if you don't know how to love yourself? And that really got me thinking. I'm like, if I'm loving someone else, then I'm not loving myself. And that means that I'm not satisfied with myself, and I'm always going to judge myself. And I know a lot of people who are in happy relationship and even married who are not happy with themselves and how they are. So,
I mean, which in that case, I feel like you're married already. You love that person, but it's never too late.
You're not happy because you don't feel comfortable with you.
Yeah, but it's never too late to learn to love yourself.
No, of course not.
So like you can still work on that, you know.
Yeah.
I also think that like I forgot what I was gonna say. I had it right in my tongue. I was waiting for you to finish, and I was gonna say it, and I forgot. It was gonna be so great. I forgot. It's gone.
Maybe for next time.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. But wow, this video is long.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys made it to the end of the video, give it a like. I'm sorry, we talked too much, but this is a sister series, and yeah, it's just
our opinions, and what we think about things. So
about everything and anything. So if you guys want to see a future topic talked about, leave it in the comments so we can bring it up and talk about it. But yes, the next sister series episode is going to be on my sister's channel. I will put her channel down below in my description so you guys can go subscribe and see the next episode. We're going to do my video, one episode here, one episode there, episode here, keep going like that. So This is the first episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys made it to the end of the video. It's really long.
If not, then...
And yeah.
Okay.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.